The Five Nights at Freddy's fandom has been debating for a while on whether the new games hold up in any way to the old ones. The real debate they should be having is whether it's okay to be sexually attracted to a killer robotic furry with a child inside of it. And to that I say, I don't judge your kinks, you don't judge mine. I get the criticism for the modern games being less than stellar. Let's not god Freddy's knob and pretend the old games were all sunshine and sigmas. I think it's important to understand that all FNAF games are good in their own special little way. So let's talk about the shit parts because I'm a D1 hater. These are the only games I'll be talking about. If it's not on this list, I ain't speaking on it. But please comment I missed, I don't know, 5 Funkles at Freddy's or some other random shit. YouTube loves engagement. One more thing before I start the video. I want to do a little bit of self-promotion.
Hey there, champ. You see that little subscribe button? Yeah. How about you press it? Thank you.
The long ass nights. If you play FNAF 1, not watched, actually played FNAF 1, you know exactly what I mean. They just drag and drag. Like they don't need to be, what, 9 minutes? You know how much Lanky Bucks I'd be watching in that amount of time? Not to mention, it feels like shit doesn't go down into the third night. So your first 2 are spent just sitting there submissively. I'm not gonna hate too much since you know this is a 10-year-old game. Just wish it was a tiddlywink shorter. My attention span is absolutely fucked.
Ooh, feisty little thing.
FNAF 2 has 20 or so characters in its roster, but only 3 different gameplay mechanics. There's the mask, the music box, the flashlight, and then that's it. Those last 2 are also tied to 1 character each, making them even more limited. I'm not saying that every character should be totally different because that's a lot to ask, but he could have at least made the withers and the toys be more different. Like, what's the point of having 2 sets of animatronics to do the same shit? He could have made it so the withers don't get fooled by the mask. Instead, you have to hide underneath the desk when they come, but that will leave you vulnerable to the toys or the music box. I don't know if I'm spitballing, but anything could have been better than just having 8 animatronics all be fooled by the same stupid ass mechanic. FNAF 2 is still my favorite game, but man, it could have been better. Could have been better.
Michael! Don't leave me here!
One word, shit. Green. It's splattered all over the place like the aftermath of a Taco Bell menu review. It's ugly, I hate it, and it's luckily the reason why FNAF 3 is my least played FNAF game. I just don't fuck with this vibe, yo. Don't give me shit like, oh, it's a haunted house, and oh, he's a rotting nigga in a suit, and oh, there's a ghost, blah blah blah. I don't want to hear it. Also, the Phantom animatronics are literally just reskin models with the booty juice texture just slapped on it. Not very skippity. Like, I like the concept of what he was trying to do. I just can't get over how nasty it looks. Still, a pretty banger game though.
Was that the bite of 87?
FNAF 4 was the hardest so far, since I think to this day it's still up there for being the most solid. I was leaning towards the map being the worst since you only see the room and hallways, but after thinking about it, I remember I'm retarded and the map may actually be the best part. Like my girlfriend says to make me feel better, less is more, and the less we see of the FNAF 4 map makes it more spooky and ominous. Like the hallways fade into nothing blackness, so you have no clue what's going on in there, and your quote-unquote safe area isn't a nonsensical security office, but a special need kid's bedroom. Well, after thinking about it for a bit while fucking dominating on Marvel Rivals, I concluded it's the mechanics again. Well, I didn't add a rule against saying the same thing twice. I was trying to avoid it. Plus, the whole sound thing is really cool, but I wish, I don't know, the animatronics were a bit more different or like fine-tuned. These noise are so fucking cool, but it feels like they're never really fully utilized. Like we never see Nightmare Freddy until he kills you. Bonnie Cheek and everyone else in the hallways just do the same thing. Like I wish they lean into the nightmare aspect more. Like I don't know, maybe an animatronic comes, he has to like go to sleep. Okay, maybe that's stupid, but do you see what I mean? There's more they could have done. Like you could have, like, for the Freddos, maybe you have to check the drawers more. Nightmare Fox, you have to like I don't know. Like for Freddy, they could have more hiding spots for the Freddos besides the bed. You have to actually search around the room to look for them. I don't know, maybe some animatronics will sometimes sneak into your room. You have to hide underneath the covers. I don't know why I'm bringing up hiding so much. I'm just saying there's more they could have done besides just close doors, close closet, and shine the flashlight. This is probably me being a Nimrod, but I swear to God, I cannot play this game without some type of guide. Every time I get stuck within like 20 minutes and I'm going back to watch FNAF World walkthrough, no commentary for the 3rd fucking time. The game's trying to be all secretive and cryptic, and yeah, that's all hunky-dory. FNAF World just does it way too much. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know slamming my schlong against a random wall is gonna TP me to the next main area of the game? These types of hidden shit works way better for Easter eggs or hidden lore, like how it's handled in the FNAF 3. But for the main game story, it breaks the flow having to stop and take 30 minutes to find the fucking hidden MacGuffin or whatever.
I lost this long ago, you're not alone, baby. can't wait to meet you.
If you played Sister Location, you know exactly what I mean. Sister Location is pretty much just a story game with little mini game sections added in between. The mini games are fine. Actually no, they mostly suck. The event ones are scripted, the crawl ones are too easy, and the blur one is way too fucking hard. Don't even get me started on the parts and servers. It was a nice addition and cool first attempt, but it's way too scripted feeling. Sister Location did a lot to vault the franchise with introducing voice acting and more coherent story, boobs, etc, etc. That was really trying to be different with this one. Probably a little too different when it comes to the gameplay, unfortunately. Not a bad game, just kind of gay, but so am I.
Connection terminated.
I thought FNAF 4 was hard, but Pizza Sim takes being erect to a whole nother level. There's so much to love about this game and not much to hate. I don't care what anyone says, this was the peak of the Scott FNAF games era. Though if I had to pick one shameful sin, it would have to be the salvage sections. Don't get me wrong, I still like them. They're fun, hard sometimes, you know, spooky, and are a completely unique way to interact with these animatronics. I definitely would not have them removed just compared to the rest of Pizzeria Sim. The salvage sections are just mid. Kind of cheap, but the jump scares, I mean, I don't really know what else to judge it on. It's just a glorified custom night. Some might say an ultimate custom night. But yeah, half the jump scares are just stimming PNGs, which granted get way funnier when you realize that. I don't know, again, hard to find the worst part of this type of game. Okay, I know I keep saying things are hard, but this one was really hard. JK's vent repair. Such a good concept for a minigame that went completely unutilized. For starters, there's only 3 minigames under vent repair. The mega one is way too short and ends right when it ramps up. Both inner ones are great, but after those, the minigames just end. They could have done so much more with this idea. Like, they could have did one where you're like crawling into vents trying to escape Springtrap. Ooh, or like one where you're in the vents and you're trying to escape a bunch of endoskeletons, and they work like the Weeping Angel ones from Security Breach, and they're all like trying to get you to do like tight corners. I don't know, I'm just spitballing again, no hate, I just gotta pick something to be the worst. Thankfully this is probably the last hard game I gotta do. Again, no hate, I just have to pick something to be the worst. Here you go.
Holy fuck!
Microtransactions.
Gregory, do you see the small vent on the floor?
Vanny. It's Vanny. Security Breach has a lot of problems, and they're all valid contenders for the worst, but I just can't get over how badly they wasted Vanny. Like, she was hyped up so much to be this slick ass Afton copy killer, just for her to be a dumb fucking Harley Quinn ripoff that spends most of her time crip walking than actually hunting Gregory. Don't even get me started on her lore. No fucking clue what's going on with that. She doesn't have a knife, so I'm gonna assume she just stomps you to death. Please! I can live with the lore being retarded and her not being scary the slightest. Is the fact she doesn't fucking show up. Like, DJ Music Man has more of a presence than her. She doesn't do jack diddle, yet most of the enemies depict her as being the main recurring threat, but she's just not. And don't even get started on the merch and promotion and shit. All that hype, all that build up, all that cake just to not fucking show up.
Ooh, feisty little thing.
Those goddamn security notes. Those were a fucking pain. Cool at first, but having to do them so much really killed the vibe. Also, I'm sorry, they're not really fun. They're just a pain and completely kill any tension when they just randomly pop up. One minute I'm genuinely creeped out as I try to maneuver through the fucked up pizzaplex. Next minute I'm finding out blue balls, the bunny's trying to touch me or some shit. I still love Ruin and think it's a massive improvement of Security Breach. I mean, kind of hard not to be. Though I can't lie and say I fuck with the annoying ass security note shit. Help 1 and 2, the last and most recent mainline FNAF game. Well, other than Into the Pit, but I can't rank that one because I haven't played it or watched / read anything about the game. I wanted to play it blind, I just never got around to doing it. But I've been avoiding spoilers for so long, I don't want to quit now, so I'll play it eventually. Until then, I'm gonna keep avoiding the game like niggers avoid job applications. I also never played Help 1 and 2 either. I did, however, watch a shit ton of videos on it, so that's basically the same thing. The worst part of Help 1 and 2 is the minigame selection. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but it could have been goated. Like, when you're pulling aspects from Security Breach, Sister Location, and Pizzeria Sim, I expected some straight bangers, not fucking Papa's Pizzeria. Like, where's the salvage minigames or the FNAF 6 office section? Why the fuck are we giving Roxy a glow up? I don't mind them adding a few more chill minigames, but it gets hot to a point, you know what I mean? Felt like so many spots were wasted on filler. Still a great game, just wish they spent less time coding Music Man's diss tracks or whatever the fuck.
Hey there, looks like you made it to the end of the video.
Thank you for watching. Just a couple things before you clip off. If you're seeing this, either I'm right about to already did hit 500 subscribers, so let's go. This doesn't mean I'm slowing down, it actually means I feel to ramp up production. expect a new video on, I don't want to spoil it, but the classic indie, is it indie? I'm pretty sure it's a classic indie game you probably watched or played in your childhood. Also, probably gonna make a video on Repo soon. Maybe a Hello Neighbor Basement video. I know, I have a lot of shit cooking. And then at 1,000 subscribers, I got a surprise for you guys. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Alright, I'm done tweak out. Thanks for watching. Love you. I love your grandma more. Good night.